Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel US Immigration. We hope you're doing great. Well, in today's video we will be talking about August 2024 update, latest news on asylum and immigration reform. Welcome to our August 2024 video on asylum and immigration reform. In this edition, we'll delve into the latest developments, policy changes, and key announcements shaping the landscape of asylum and immigration. Stay informed with the most recent updates to navigate the evolving legal and procedural terrain. If you are interested in this, so to get all the information, pay attention and watch the video through to the end. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. So, without any further delay, let's jump into the video. As we delve into the latest developments in asylum and immigration reform for August 2024, several significant updates have emerged that are shaping the current political and social landscape. From Vice President Kamala Harris's responses to Republican criticisms to a revealing study on fentanyl smuggling and the ongoing legal battles over healthcare access for undocumented immigrants, this update offers a comprehensive look at the evolving immigration debate. Vice President Kamala Harris counters Republican attacks. During a recent campaign rally in Las Vegas, Vice President Kamala Harris addressed the persistent Republican criticisms of her administration's immigration policies. Drawing on her extensive experience as California's Attorney General, Harris highlighted her successful efforts in combating transnational gangs and human traffickers. Her tenure, she argued, provides a strong foundation for her approach to immigration reform. Harris acknowledged the current immigration system's flaws and reiterated her commitment to comprehensive reform. She called for a balanced approach that includes robust border security and a clear path to citizenship for undocumented immigrants. Harris took a firm stance against former President Donald Trump's immigration policies, accusing him of obstructing a bipartisan border security bill. According to Harris, Trump intervened to block the legislation because he feared it would be perceived as a Democratic victory, thus harming his re-election prospects. In response to ongoing criticisms, Harris's campaign has released an advertisement portraying her as a decisive leader on border issues. The ad promises an increase in border agents and a focused effort to combat fentanyl trafficking, signaling her administration's readiness to address these pressing concerns effectively. New study challenges fentanyl smuggling myths. A recent study by the Cato Institute has provided new insights into the fentanyl smuggling crisis, challenging several long-held assumptions. The study, which utilized data from a Freedom of Information Act request, reveals that U.S. citizens are overwhelmingly involved in fentanyl smuggling operations. Specifically, 80.2% of individuals apprehended with fentanyl at ports of entry between 2019 and 2024 were U.S. citizens. The research further indicates that 88% of fentanyl seizures occur at legal entry points rather than between ports of entry where illegal border crossings typically happen. This suggests that drug trafficking organizations exploit U.S. citizens' right to entry and reduce scrutiny to smuggle drugs into the country. The study argues that restricting immigration may not be an effective solution to the fentanyl crisis. Instead, it advocates for alternative strategies such as legalizing fentanyl test strips, easing restrictions on addiction treatment, and granting doctors greater discretion in treating addiction without legal repercussions. These measures, researchers suggest, could better address the root causes of the crisis and improve public health outcomes. Faster citizenship processing under the Biden administration. In a significant development, the U.S. government has achieved its fastest rate of citizenship processing in a decade. This acceleration in naturalization applications comes after a prolonged backlog that accumulated during the Trump administration and the pandemic. The Biden administration has streamlined the process, reducing average processing times from 11.5 months to 4.9 months. This efficiency has allowed thousands of immigrants to become U.S. citizens each week, potentially influencing the upcoming presidential election. During President Biden's tenure, approximately 3.3 million immigrants have gained citizenship, which could significantly impact the electorate and shift dynamics in key battleground states. The surge in naturalizations is noteworthy, especially considering that citizenship applications typically increase before elections. However, the current processing speed reflects a marked improvement from the lengthy reviews implemented during the previous administration. Naturalized citizens have expressed high enthusiasm for voting, with recent surveys showing strong intentions to participate in the 2024 election. This trend points to a diversification of the American electorate and underscores the importance of immigration in shaping national politics. A legal challenge to healthcare access for undocumented immigrants. In a contentious development, several Republican-led states have filed a federal lawsuit against the Biden administration, challenging a new rule that would extend healthcare access to approximately 100,000 undocumented immigrants brought to the U.S. as children. The lawsuit, filed in North Dakota, seeks to block the rule's implementation, which is set to take effect on November 1st. The plaintiffs argue that the rule violates existing laws and could encourage illegal immigration by offering health insurance through the Affordable Care Act. The Biden administration, however, defends the rule as a necessary measure to support Dreamers who are already integrated into their communities. This legal battle comes amidst ongoing political tensions over immigration, with recent data showing record high border crossings under the Biden administration, although these numbers have recently declined. The lawsuit reflects broader debates over immigration policy and the impact of such reforms on public resources and legal frameworks. Republican vice presidential candidate J.D. Vance's stance. In a recent interview, Republican vice presidential candidate J.D. Vance defended former President Trump's hardline immigration policies, including mass deportations. Vance suggested starting with the deportation of 1 million undocumented immigrants, echoing Trump's previous promises of building a border wall and implementing travel bans on several Muslim-majority countries. Vance's proposal aligns with Trump's long-standing anti-immigrant rhetoric and policies. However, it has faced significant criticism from immigration advocates and experts who argue that such a plan would be logistically unfeasible and economically damaging. Vance attributed the ongoing migrant crisis at the U.S.-Mexico border to the Biden administration's policies, further fueling the contentious immigration debate. As the 2024 presidential election approaches, immigration remains a critical issue for voters. With Republicans generally advocating for stricter enforcement and Democrats pushing for comprehensive reform, the debate is likely to intensify. As we continue to monitor these developments, immigration reform will be a pivotal issue in shaping the future direction of U.S. policy. That is all for today in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully the information is useful to you. See you later in the next video. Till then, take care.
Hello everyone, welcome back to channel US Immigration. We hope you're doing great. Well, in today's video, we'll be talking about August 2024 update, latest news on asylum and immigration reform. Vice President Kamala Harris recently addressed Republican criticisms at a Las Vegas rally, leveraging her experience as California's Attorney General. She emphasized her past work against gangs and human traffickers and called for comprehensive immigration reform that balances robust border security with a clear path to citizenship. Harris criticized former President Trump for blocking a bipartisan border security bill to prevent it from benefiting Democrats politically. Her campaign has released an ad promising increased border security and enhanced efforts to combat fentanyl trafficking. A study by a Cato Institute has challenged prevailing assumptions about fentanyl smuggling. It reveals that US citizens are primarily involved in fentanyl smuggling, with 80.2% of those caught with fentanyl at ports of entry being US citizens. The research also shows that 88% of fentanyl seizures occur at legal entry points, suggesting that restricting immigration may not address the fentanyl crisis effectively. The study recommends focusing on demand reduction strategies such as legalizing fentanyl tests, strips, and expanding addiction treatment options rather than tightening immigration controls. The US government has also significantly expedited citizenship processing, reducing average times from 11.5 months to 4.9 months. This improvement has helped clear a backlog from the Trump administration and the pandemic, resulting in approximately 3.3 million new citizens during President Biden's term. This surge in naturalizations could impact the upcoming presidential election by altering the electorate and influencing key battleground states. In legal news, several Republican-led states have filed a lawsuit challenging a Biden administration rule that extends healthcare access to about 100,000 undocumented immigrants brought to the US as children. The lawsuit argues that the rule could encourage illegal immigration and increase public costs. Finally, Republican vice presidential candidate J.D. Vance has defended Trump's hardline immigration policies, including mass deportations. Vance's stance aligns with Trump's previous anti-immigrant rhetoric and has faced criticism for being impractical and economically damaging. These developments reflect ongoing debates in the US immigration policy.